I have a recent opening for one of my positions, but I'm really not sure who I should hire. I have a friend who really needs a job, but, well, I'll just let you watch and see.
Hey, yeah, I have a job opening and I heard you were looking. Do you want to come in like next Monday? It's for web developer. Don't worry about it. There are like 4 or 5 other candidates only, so yeah, exactly. You have me as a reference and I'm the one hiring. Great. How have you been?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm buying a new house, so things are looking pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, it's pretty good, working always, so let's go ahead and jump into this because we just need to get it over with.
Yeah.
First, a little just basic question. How would you start developing the website?
How would I start developing a website? I say I like to just dive into it, man. Like just open a notepad and just type stuff in. And also, I've developed a neat trick. I don't know if a lot of people know about this, but if you go to a website and you right click and you view the page source, you can just copy paste the entire code and just paste it in a notepad and you have a website. But you just make a few changes here and there. So that's what I
Oh,
did.
okay. So then which design technique do you think you would use for this?
What do you mean design
Well,
technique?
I mean, this is for the position of a head web developer for the new company website.
Okay.
So just how would you just dive right in? Like, what would you want out of this website? Would you want it to be responsive, grid-based?
It has to be responsive, right? Like if you click on something, it should respond. Otherwise, it's just a static page. I don't understand. Like yeah, so yeah, you gotta make sure all the buttons work and
Okay, all right.
stuff like that.
That sounds great. Could you tell me what the W3C is?
World, I think it's Worldwide Wrestling Conference. I just saw it on
That's
ESPN.
funny. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
good question. Come on.
So, um, what are a few of your favorite development tools? Is it back to Notepad and?
Yeah, so I've only developed uh, like in my school, right? So that back then I used Notepad. So yeah, I think Notepad is the best tool that you can have. Like you can just type stuff in, right? I've heard of something called. So my colleagues were using Dream Cheater. I think Dream Cheater, but I've never used it. But
Dreamweaver?
no, I'm positive it's Dream Cheater.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, do you know any languages?
You mean like Spanish or?
No, like computer languages like
Oh,
HTML,
yeah,
HTML5.
yeah. I don't know about HTML. I don't know the version, but I've used HTML as I said before, and I know Excel and Access.
Okay.
So
Last quick question that I like to know a little bit about your design views. So what kind of websites do you most enjoy? Or which website?
I think Facebook is great. Like I can't even begin to think how they did it, but I think I'm on Facebook like almost the whole time.
Okay.
And plus, there's this cool website that I saw a few days back. It's called Links Cars. It's got great animation.
Lings
Very
Cars. Oh, look at that. So do you know how to do stuff like the revolving planets?
Nah, man. I think the guy who developed this is like a genius. I don't even know how he came up with the idea of the animation. I think it's
Okay.
great.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's your favorite.
yeah, definitely. That's like I just saw it a few days back, but that's the case for sure.
All right. Well, I mean, we just had to go through all of
Yeah.
this, but I'm gonna have to send you over to HR. Just ask a few questions. She knows that you know me and everything's good. But she'll tell you everything, and I'll get back to you within a couple weeks. No,
Okay.
not too long. So
Yeah.
it was good to see you.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Bye.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, maybe he isn't as qualified as I'd hope, but he is my friend, and I really don't want to go against friendship. Maybe I'll just go ahead and interview someone else. Maybe someone is better.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Allison. What's your name?
I'm Swapnil. How are we doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Please have a seat.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm the department manager, and I will be asking you just a few technical questions today before I send you over to the HR interview. So could you first start off by just telling me a little about yourself?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So my name is Swapnil, and I'm studying MIS at Texas A&M University. And prior to coming here, I was working with Accenture. So there I was basically involved in web development, and I've worked over a couple of projects. And prior to that, I was doing my bachelor's, and I graduated from Bangalore in computer science engineering. So that's pretty much about myself.
Okay, that's great. And this is a position for the head web developer for the company's new mobile website. So could you first start off by answering a few basic questions that I have? The first one, how would you start developing a website?
Well, in my opinion, whenever you need to develop a new website, what I believe is that you should sort of go about deciding the purpose of the website. Like, let's say, for example, if it's an informative website, like a blog or something, or it can be a social networking website, like Facebook or something like that, or it could be a news website or something like that. So when you decide on a basic purpose of the website, then you can, I think, decide on the layout, and then probably that's a good starting point to, design a website.
Okay, great answer. So next up, which design technique do you think you would use and why?
Well, recently during my last semester of study, I came across a new website design technique that's something like a progressive enhancement and a responsive web design. So what it basically focuses on is that, your audience, they're not going to be using the website only via the desktop, but they're also going to be using something like a mobile phone or a tablet to view your website. So what you have to do is make the website look like exactly the same and deliver the best performance on all three platforms. So that's nothing but responsiveness of a website. And then you also discuss about something like, progressive enhancement is something wherein you sort of start making the website for the mobile and then keep adding features on that. So I think those are the two things that I use for designing a website.
All right, do you know what the W3C is?
Yeah, W3 is nothing but the World Wide Web Consortium. So they basically deal with standards that are used to design web pages.
Okay, great. And could you just tell me, what kind of websites do you most enjoy?
Well, as I said, I think I enjoy websites that are, that have a fixed purpose. So they, when they have identified their purpose, they, come up with a basic layout, organized, and something like that. And a very good example would be about.com. So about.com has stuff basically about everything. And so they've designed various tabs that define the topics across categories and things like that. So I think that's something that I really like.
Okay, great. And just finally, what are a few of your favorite development tools?
Well, for designing a website, I basically like Photoshop. So, you can choose various designs. You can decide on a layout using Photoshop and then maybe come up with the templates and stuff like that. And for color, basically, I use color picker tools. And apart from that, I use HTML and stuff.
Okay, great. That's exactly what we like to hear. Well, this was great. I'm going to send you over to HR, and you should hear back from her in probably 2 to 3 weeks.
Sure.
So.
Now there's a candidate. What am I going to do? Maybe I should just do the right thing and hire the right guy. I don't know.
Hey, so about the job, I'm sorry. I can't hire you. It was a really tough decision, but there was one guy who was just really, really qualified, and he had some great ideas and experience with this, so I really couldn't. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I will call you if there's anything else that comes up. Alright. I will see you this weekend.
I am so glad that I did the right thing.
If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings.